welcome to the Tikkun Weekly Dover. This week's Torah portion is Naso, and it's the second one in the book of Bamidbar, the book of Numbers. One of the things contained in here is the Sotah ceremony, which is an interesting ceremony. I'm not going to go into details, but in essence its purpose is to create harmony between husband and wife. When husband and wife are struggling in their relationship, this ceremony serves as a means of creating harmony between them. And one of the parts of this ceremony is that you take God's name and you write it on a piece of paper, and you put it in water, and the name gets erased. The rabbis tell us that in order to create harmony between husband and wife, God is willing to have his name erased. Normally it's a prohibition, you're not allowed to erase God's name. It's considered disrespectful, but for the sake of harmony and love in a marriage, the Almighty is even willing to have his name erased. That's the significance, that's the importance of it. My first wife, Shaul, used to say that the best thing you can give your kids, the most important and significant thing that you can give your kids is your own happy marriage, because it creates a security, it creates a stability for them. And I don't mean, and she didn't mean pretending to have a happy marriage. Kids see right through that. It means a genuine happy marriage. And there's a lot of talk nowadays about single parenthood and its virtues, and there's no question that single parents work hard at what they do and deserve a lot of credit, but it's not the ideal. It's not the ideal environment to bring children up in. It's not what we should be aiming for or encouraging in any way. If you ask most people what's the parent's greatest pleasure, most of them will tell you their children. That to me is a shame. Because if you think about it, what should parents' greatest pleasure be? What should a husband's and wife greatest pleasure in a family, in a marriage be? It should be each other. It should be the love that they have for each other. The connection between the spouses, between a husband and wife, should be much, much greater than the relationship with children. And I say for myself, much as I love my children, and I genuinely do, all 7, God willing, 8 of them, the love and the connection I have to my wife is a lot deeper. And yet, one of the problems with marriage is it's such a delicate balance. It's so easy to upset the apple cart. It doesn't take a lot. It's something that's delicate, and yet it provides the foundation for the lives of the children growing up in that environment. And a good marriage and a healthy marriage will imbue strong values in its progeny. But it takes an effort. And it doesn't take much for small problems to become big problems, and for big problems to become much worse. It's something, on the one hand, that is very, very precious and very valuable, and on the other hand, something that is delicate. And for something as precious as that, and yet as delicate as that, the Almighty is willing to have his name erased to ensure that it works, to ensure that it is successful. Peace in a marriage, in the home, is so fundamental and yet so challenging. And it requires that we work at it consistently and consciously with a serious focus to ensure that that's the environment that we have in our families. It takes effort, it takes nurturing. Marriage is a delicate rose bush. If you water it and prune it and look after it, it will bloom into the most gorgeous of flowers. But if you don't look after it, it'll wither and die. For something that the Almighty is willing to have his name erased for, something that he is willing to make such a great sacrifice on behalf of, we human beings should be willing to make deep and meaningful sacrifices as well. Wish you a Shabbat Shalom. If you're interested in finding out more about Tikkun and what we do, please log on to our website, tikkun.co.uk. Thank you.